Hi everyone, welcome to my vlog. If you're new here, welcome. If you have been watching for a while, still welcome. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, mainly because it's kind of yucky outside. It's been like this for a week, kind of gray and rainy and I don't know, getting early fall here. But also because I was really excited to share the next part of our journey is our Playroom Fun Tour. And I've noticed a bunch of comments and stuff like that, and so I really want to share this with you. First thing I want to do though is to extend or talk about one of the things that we're supposed to do in the Sunrise program is enter the playroom with energy, enthusiasm, and excitement. And the Sunrise program calls it the 3 E's. And I actually have happened to come upon somebody who was talking about it in the Sunrise Facebook page. And they're talking to somebody who does this for a living, is one of the facilitators at their treatment center. And she does this all the time. And so it was one of those things where they asked her, how do you keep up the 3 E's and have energy and stuff? And so I wanted to share what she said she does to maintain the 3 E's. So the first one she said is, I always allow myself to feel hopeful before I turn the knob and walk into the playroom. I already feel a rush of enthusiasm. This is because I know that nothing but possibility awaits us. I believe in our children, and I'm always excited for what each new day will bring. This is because I believe that every child has the capacity to grow and learn. Allowing ourselves to feel hopeful is one way to get excited. Number 2, I want to be a source of motivation and belief. At times, we may believe in our children more than they believe in themselves. Because of that, I want my smile to be a reminder that they are loved. I want my laugh to be a reminder that they are my friend. And I want my excitement to be a reminder that they are capable of anything. Wanting children to experience this level of belief in themselves is more energizing than any cup of coffee. And the last one she said is, I want the children to know what it feels like to have a friend. Many children don't know what it is like to create meaningful friendships. So this too fuels my excitement and enthusiasm. I want our friendship to be undeniable and obvious to them. This want and desire is one more way that she keeps up her energy. And I just thought that that was something that was really important to share, because even after doing it for 10 months with Darian, there are times where, if you're tired or they're struggling that day, you don't always feel super pumped and super excited to be here. And yet, it's nice to have something else to go feed from, not just how you're feeling or how your child's feeling. So let's get on to the awesomeness that is our playroom. Now, the one thing I did need to tell you is that we deviated slightly from the brief. So if you are part of the Sunrise program and you've received their little packet talking about how to build your Sunrise program and the playroom, one of the things that they say is to make the room very quiet as far as visual. Oh, yeah, I'm baking a cake for my birthday, or my daughter's birthday, and I didn't notice it was there. Just to make it quiet space so that they don't feel the need to stim, because it's quiet. You are the most interesting thing in that room for them. So they tell you to paint it a really quiet color. Now you can see from behind me that I have this whole circle motif, and the reason why we didn't paint it out was because Darian is very particular about his room. I painted this when he was probably 5. We started the Sunrise program when he was 9. And if I move books out of the way or into a different place, he is not a happy camper. So I thought if I repainted it a calm, quiet color, like a pale yellow or a, cream color or whatever, it would actually make him angry and upset. And I did not want that to be the start of our program. This doesn't seem to bother him. He sleeps in this room. So yeah, not a big deal, but it was one of the things that I wanted to chat so that you guys were like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like the playroom that we have. The other thing I wanted to say is this is his bedroom. We do not have a big house. We live in a trailer. And so the only place that really fit what they were talking about was his bedroom. And so while I've seen some super awesome playrooms online and from other people, way to go, you guys, for doing that. We just don't have the space or the money or a basement or whatever to really expand and make a huge room for him. But I wanted to tell you that we've seen huge changes in him in the 10 months we've been doing it. So I don't think that it's necessary to have a big, flashy, awesome room. So that being said, I'm going to start showing you around. So the first thing that I'm going to share is, and my daughter moved that, is this two-way mirror in his bedroom door. This door is like a cheap cardboard with hollow. It's not cardboard. The door has wood on it, but there's cardboard inside of it. And I just got it from Amazon and was able to chisel it out with a saw and then just caulked it in, and it works really great. The only issue is if the hall light is on and it's dark in here, then he can see out. So just heads up about it. But that helps when you're training volunteers. That helps with the security and all of that, feeling safe to have him with somebody else. And for training purposes, I think I might have said that already, but yeah, training purposes, it's really handy because they can watch you play with your child and then you can watch them play with your child and make sure that everything is going well. So the other thing we got was, and I'm going to move you down, is a whole bunch of these exercise balls. We got 2 so that I could do some bouncing and he could if we weren't doing it in tandem. Or doing it at the same time. We also got one of the peanut balls. You'll notice our floor is actually covered in a gym type material because we have hardwood floor in his room and it is super ouchy to sit on for long periods of time. We've got Sammy the snake and he has a puppet mouth. Darian just loves to grab onto the tongue, and so you make this funny "oh" sound. We've got a parachute that is lots of fun, and you can teach them colors and stuff like that. Blocks just to knock down. His weather, which I will show you when we talk about what we did last year. Weather books and stuff like that. This I use with this to kind of do the colors. I don't know if you can see that, but they're just little toys that we could match with this thing. The blanket, that is his favorite thing to do at the end, and it's been an awesome extender of his language because mommy, for some reason, after doing it hundreds of times, lost her mind and she doesn't know how to do it. She can't remember how to do it. And so he's really had to learn and struggle to find a way to say, lay the blanket on the floor in order for him to get on and me pull him. And it's okay. It's really funny, but he'll just go like blanket floor. And then he'll use his hands to like gesture to put it on the floor. So it's kind of funny. So then I've also got a shelf. So this shelf is there because they talk a lot about putting things up high. Now my son can reach this shelf because he's 11, but you can do the same sort of thing for, because sometimes he does ask for things. But we've got bubbles up here and with a towel because he hates if his floor gets dirty or wet. So the towel is a must. We've got more puppets that you can use to encourage conversation. We've got one of these cheap dollar store microphones. And usually I just go hi to try and get him to say hi. And he usually just screams in it. And I'm like, oh, that's not how you use it. One thing I would suggest if your child loves being tickled is this fella. This is Frankie. Frankie from Shark Tale. That's kind of what we went with. But yeah, he loves this toy. And it's really kind of creepy right now, but he absolutely loves it, and it's one of his favorite things, and it really encourages his language. Yeah, we've got bowling and twister and large Legos. So I build the Legos, he knocks it over, he thinks he's hilarious. And then his bed. So the one thing I would suggest is if you are doing this in a bedroom, a kid's bedroom, make sure that the bed is strong enough for both of you, because there's lots of running around over it. There's tickle fights. There's all sorts of things that happen on his bed. And if it wasn't strong enough for both of us, I think that would be a problem, because especially at bedtime, what are you going to do? Especially for Darian, because he likes things to be in his room just so. And if we wrecked his bed, the world would come to an end. The other thing we got, is a trampoline, and that's been really good for him to jump and play and whatever. And then the last thing, well, I guess one of the other things is that basketball hoop thingy. He doesn't do tons with it yet, but every once in a while I've been doing it, and then he'll cheer me on if I get it in. And I'm just, the window. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. So there's a film, a sticker of sorts on the window, and it's on there to protect your child's eyes from being distracted from outside. And I mean, it happens to me all the time. If he has the window open, we have a bunch of trees out there, and immediately my eyes flicker because I see movement and stuff. So it's really about making you the most interesting part of this room, so that he will learn, or she will learn, how to communicate with the most interesting, awesome, silly, goofy, whatever person in the room. Last thing that I have in here is his books. And so that was what I was talking about. If I move his books, I'm in trouble. He doesn't use a lot of the books. We don't read in here necessarily, but there's always a chance that he might. And so I also have the books right down on the floor so that he can reach them if he wants. We can look at them. If your child stims with books, then maybe that's not something that you want to do, but it's entirely up to you as how it works. So that's pretty much it, guys, as far as our son's playroom goes. If you have any questions, tell me down below. And yeah, I am just so excited about this coming year, what's going to happen, what we're going to be able to do, all of that kind of stuff. And I hope you are excited about your playroom experiences, or even just the thought and the idea of starting the program if you're not already. Just because it is one of those places where our kids, we get to play with them and have fun with them. And I don't think that that's really an experience most autistic parents feel day after day after day. It's more the struggles. And yeah, so this room is kind of like the safe haven. Oh, the other thing I need to mention is everything in your playroom has to be something that you can say yes to. So if you are setting up your playroom, make sure that nothing in there is dangerous or unsafe for your kids, because this is the ultimate yes room. This is the room that they get to be able to do whatever they ask for, and it's a place for them to feel in control. So, bless you all. I hope you are all looking forward to this coming year. If you have playrooms, way to go. I hope this might have inspired some new toys, new games. If not, like, just tell me in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a wonderful day.